What's up, my homosexuals? Get in here. Let me know how you're doing. I hope you're doing as good as I'm doing today. I'm feeling in the middle, you know? It's such an odd feeling to be able to lift such heavy weight yet feel so mediocre. You know, I feel like there comes a point where you kind of have to sit there and realize, I know I'm strong as shit, and I know I can lift heavy weight, but does that mean I'm okay right now? And to be honest, I don't think I'm as recovered as I want myself to feel, you know? There's always a bit of mixture of ego and irrationality that mixes together that makes me feel like, I'm picking up a heavy weight every now and then. I'm still as strong as I was. And yes, this is true. I pause squatted 4 plates today like it was nobody's fucking business. That's pretty good. I didn't even feel that good. I was burned out from yesterday. Life's been hard with my double injury. But man, I feel good. I feel confident. But that does not mean I am ready for the big boy weight. Now, I know it seems contradictory. You can lift big boy weight but still not be ready for it. It's kind of it's a weird middle ground that it can be hard to explain if you haven't gone through an injury like this. You know, with my tendon in my left quad, as we've talked about, is coming together. We're picking it back up. It's been 2 long months, but we're getting back to a comfortable spot. But although I feel the most confident I've felt in a while, I still feel that imbalance. I still feel that lack of confidence on my left. You know, I can physically tell I am not as strong there. And although my body is sound enough and my left is strong enough to pick up some very heavy weights, judging based off of my 3-plate power clean and jerk and my just now paused 4-plate squat, doesn't mean my body's all there. You know, I tell people all the time, this sport is 2 things almost all the time. It is 1, trial and error. That's just how it is. Your body's never going to be perfect. A program's never going to be perfect. You're never going to know what's going to work. And whatever works is not going to last as long as you think it will. You know, you've always got to adapt to your body's needs as you grow stronger, weaker, bigger, smaller, whatever. Older, younger. You can't go younger, but you know what I mean? But 2, and more importantly, you got to listen to your body. And a lot of people will take this in a wrong way and be like, oh, well, I feel fucking amazing. So that means we're just going to push every goddamn limit in the universe and we're just going to send it. And no, listening to your body does not mean giving it whatever it fucking wants, especially when you feel your best. It's a little contradictory, sure, but you've got to have at least a form of a plan. You know, it's one of the biggest pieces of advice I've ever heard about programming your lifting scheme is you need to lift with a planned level of variability. You want it to be, you want to have a lot of different lifts. You want to have a lot of different ways you can attack your body and do better and work on other things that you may not be as good at and constantly change them around, but changing them around and doing all these different lifts with a purpose, with a plan in mind for why you are doing it on that specific day. In my programming, it's obviously, I haven't been programming since my knee's been fucked up, but on a typical program that I write, I work up and weight. I like to do some more progressive loads type style of training, but it seems super random, but I have it all written out to where every week's workouts, like every single day out of a week, every workout is different, you know? And that is not just for the sake of variability on its own. That variability has purpose, you know? So I do 3 days on, 1 day off at a time, and I'll do 6 days out of 8 days of training for one part of my program. And every one of those 6 workouts are different. I'm doing the same lifts, and I'm doing the same intensity. I may be doing the same weight in a week, but the slight changes in sets, reps, percentages, and exercises allows my body to continuously need to adapt to higher needs of strength and confidence and mobility, core strength, everything, you know? So when I look at recovery, when it comes to my left pec and my left knee, I can't just sit there and say, oh, well, I've been hitting all these random heavyweights out of nowhere, I must be better. Just because I'm doing it does not mean I'm where I need to be. You know, there's a bigger picture than that. So for the moment, I got 2 goals in mind. One of them is a bit more vague. For my chest, I'm not too sure how I'm going to work it, but what would be good, like in today's video, you'll see at the end, is doing dumbbell bench press, gets a really nice deep stretch, and then just ending with burnouts on my left side so that I can focus that chest. I've also seen other variations of push-ups where I would go flat-handed on my left and go on my fingertips on my right, so that I would have to put a lot more pressure on my left side. That would be good, allow me to get deeper and a harder push, a better drive in my left chest. And so I think it'd be really good to be able to get that explosiveness in my left without feeling like it's gonna potentially tweak, you know? Even better, it could be cool, even though it's not as deep a stretch on the chest, I think a good sign of strength would be able to do a one-handed push-up on my left, you know? And to be fair, I think this is a long time coming. I've always been weaker on my left side on both of my legs, both when it comes to my leg and my arm, you know, even though my right arm, or no, let me take that back. I'm strong on both sides, don't get me wrong, but it's the mind-muscle connection that I'm lacking. That's what I think is different. Because I can fucking fling shit around with my right arm. I can do whatever I want with that without questioning it, because I'm right arm dominant. But I've never given my left the time it needs, the effort that it needs to get accustomed to the same level of confidence. You know, it's my own fault, but I need to recognize this and attempt to do better in the long run. You know, this is only, I say it all the time, but this experience with these injuries is gold. It is going to make it to where I am going to be the best lifter I've ever been in 7 years. Over 7 years of doing this shit. Well, my second goal is pistol squatting on my left. I'm still going to do my right. One of the biggest things that I hate seeing people do is they'll get injured and they'll focus everything on that one side that feels weird. And although, yeah, you need to put more focus on that side, sure. If you put all the focus on that side, the moment you recover, your opposite end that wasn't injured is now more likely to get injured because it's just going to be weaker in general, you know? When I focused just on my left for the first week that I was trying to recover, and when I came back, my right leg felt weaker on the squat. I was less confident on my right because I gave it no attention. So I started doing split squats on both legs, you know? But just doing a little bit more on my left so that I could get that little bit of strength to catch up. You know, same thing with my dumbbell bench press. I'm doing dumbbell bench with my right still, but I'm burning out with my left because it needs that extra bit of love and attention, that little bit of care, you know? It's been neglected. I got to give it some love. But either way, I'm just going to work on doing my lunges, work on doing some good stretches, predominantly focusing on, like, you can literally sit in a stool and then, like, instead of standing up with both legs, just stand up with one. And I'm just going to try to do that slow and controlled all the way up, all the way down until I can potentially pistol squat. And if I could do that, I think we'd be really chilling when it comes to my quad tendon strength. But I got to be careful because I don't want to rush it. You know, I can't just, because as I said, I'm leaving town for the next couple days. I probably won't be hitting the gym until Friday. So you guys won't see me for almost a week from now, which I know you're going to miss me. Keep giving me updates about the lifts, of course. But, you know, as much as I might do a video or two while I'm out there just doing my stretches. I could probably do that. I might be, you know what? I might do it. I might, you know. The positivity helps, you know. That's some good fucking motivation for it. But I don't know. We'll see when we get there. I'm going to take it one bit at a time. I don't want to overdo it or rush it, whatever. But we're going to do our best either way. So, other than that, let me give you the rating before I dip out, because I fucking forgot, and you guys didn't remind me again. Oh my God. You guys can't let me keep doing this shit. I get too passionate, and I forget that you guys don't even know how I'm feeling. man. Physically. Again, although I hit a really good 405, bench is getting better. I am definitely sore on my left because I focused it on the bench. But I didn't feel my best, but I did feel good. So I'll give it an 8.25, which, as you know, that's not crazy high, especially for how good the 405 moved. But you got to remember, the fact that the number is that much lower than my normal, like, peaked days when I hit heavyweight like that means that I have so much room to grow. Imagine how fast 405 is going to move when that number's a 9 physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, I probably would have gone to fucking 445 if I was feeling that good. But no, we got to take our time. We got to take our time and let my body come back at a true 100%. Not what your mind and your brain wants to be 100%, but what your body physically is telling you, hey man, there's still this small little imbalance. Don't ignore it and then let it be a problem 3 months later. Do it now. Put in the time now, because if you put that shit off for the future, just like if you put any of your hopes and passions onto your future self, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse, and you're never going to put the time in the present moment right now that needs to be done. So mentally, just a flat 9, right on the fucking money. It was a good day. I am happy. I am loving life. I am doing better. I'm not at 100% by a long shot, honestly. It's getting closer and closer every day, and it's the closest it's ever been. But I know what 100% feels like. I know what full confidence feels like, and this is not it. It is not there yet, and I need more. Shit makes me hungry. Which is why I'm going to focus so hard on just doing bodyweight stuff while I'm at my family get-together. You know? It'll be fun. It'll be great. It'll be a good time to relax and really allow myself to feel what my body has been crying for the past 2 months. The moment, I'm telling you, dude, if you even question whether or not you think you're fully okay to lift, if you got to question it, there's probably something not wrong per se, but there's something that's not efficiently worked, something that's not fully balanced the way it needs to be. So I'm going to get to that point. I don't know if I'll record it. I might. It's fun talking to you guys, and it's going to be some really good sunsets out there, so who knows? It could be fun. I might get bullied by my family for it, but who fucking cares? I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want and just keep loving it, you know? So spread that positivity like wildfire. That, you know, I'm all amped up and happy about it, but it still sucks that it's 2 months later and I'm still not fully recovered. It's one of the longer kind of injuries I've had in a while, but the longer I take to focus on it and do the work now, as I said, the longer I will be in better shape. You know, the sport is meant for longevity. God damn it. I want to be as healthy as I can for as long as I can so that I can keep loving life with as much passion as my soul can give it. But that's all I got. You know, I wish I had more, but I'm drained. I'm fucking pooped. I got 5 hours of driving to do, and I want to go eat some fat-ass food before I leave town. Because God damn it, I deserve it. So let me know how your lives and lifts have been going. I love hearing about it, and I don't know when you'll hear from me, but if you got questions, hit me up. I'm always around to respond to you guys and spread whatever positivity you may need, and I imagine I might record a video or two. So you'll be seeing me always. I will continue being consistent, and I will get better day by day. I love you guys. I'll see you.